All right, good morning, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us today, and we have a short agenda, so we're going to get started, and it's going to start with the energy agenda, discussion and possible action regarding the proposed order and docket number 2005 UN 503 Atmos Energy Corporation Stable Rate Evaluation, Annual Evaluation for 12 months ending March 31st, 2023. Mr. Lee.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. On July the 1st, 2023, Atmos filed their annual stable rate filing for the 12 months ending March 31st, 2024, requesting a revenue adjustment increase of $13.79 million. As part of its review, staff retained United Professionals Company, UPC, to assist with the review of the July 2023 stable rate filing. And following its review, staff recommended certain adjustments to the company's filing. Staff identified reductions to rate base totaling $2.2 million and reductions to O&M totaling $8.28 million. The O&M expense reduction includes incentive compensation of $1.1 million and $756,000 for other direct and allocated expenses. These, along with several other smaller adjustments, result in a net revenue adjustment increase of $5.092 million, as opposed to the $13.79 million revenue adjustment requested. The resulting projected monthly rate impact to a typical residential customer is approximately $1.27 when applied over a 12-month period, as contrasted to the rate impact of $3.43 that would have resulted from Atmos' originally filed SRA revenue requirement. Staff has reviewed the filing and supporting documentation is satisfied that the results, as adjusted by the staff and as stipulated to by Atmos, represent a fair and reasonable revenue requirement. The company and staff executed a joint stipulation on November the 30th, confirming the adjustments recommended by staff. And so today, staff recommends approval of the order adopting the joint stipulation.
Okay, is there any questions?
This is Commissioner Presley. I move we approve the filing as presented.
Hey, this is Brent. Before seconding, just a question to Mr. Lee there, that while this is $1.27 impact over a 12-month period, we're actually approving through today's action a more compressed recovery schedule, which would adjust that revenue recovery impact, correct?
That is correct. And by doing it today, it amounts to an 11-month period versus a 10-month period if we had waited till next week.
That's correct. So the rate impact for the average residential customer over this 11-month period will be what?
Just with respect to the stable rate filing, that $1.27 is more like, the $1.27 would be more like $1.37, I believe. I have an adjusted number on the combined stable rate filing we're looking at now and the system integrity rider that we'll take up next.
Okay. I just want to make sure we got that clarified for anyone listening in. But I heard Commissioner Presley make a motion. I'll second the motion.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. We're going on to number 2, discussion and possible action regarding the proposed order and docket number 2015 UN 049, Atmos Energy Corporation, comprehensive review of Atmos Energy Corporation's capital budget for fiscal year 2024. Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. On March 1st, 2023, Atmos filed its annual comprehensive review of its proposed capital budget for fiscal year 2024 under its System Integrity Rider, or SIR. As required by its tariff, the company made an SIR compliance filing on July the 1st in combination with their stable rate adjustment filing. The purpose of the SIR compliance filing is to update the March filing calculations to incorporate the latest stable rate estimates so the new SIR rates can be reviewed and approved along with the stable rate factors. As part of its review, staff retained United Professionals Company, UPC, to assist with the review of the March 2023 filing, including system integrity budget and projects. After reviewing inputs, discovery responses, analysis of data trends, research of other utilities, and multiple discussions with staff and Atmos, UPC presented staff with a report which was filed with the Commission in September. Overall, UPC's review did not find that any of the projects included within Atmos $93.88 million FY 2024 system integrity capital spending budget were improper or not intended to provide reliable gas service. UPC, however, did question the pace at which Atmos system integrity capital spending budget has increased over the years and is projected to increase over the next 5 years. UPC also questioned the categorization of cost Atmos utilizes between its SIR, which is a special rider, and its SRA, which is its traditional formula rate plan for all cost of service. After reviewing UPC's memo and based on further discussions with Atmos, the staff and Atmos agreed that the company will review the findings of UPC and file a response to the specific recommendations contained in UPC's report no later than January 15, 2024. In addition, and importantly, based on the staff's review of FY 2024 cost for the SIR, the projection of costs through FY 2028, and the issues raised in the UPC report, staff recommended that Atmos conduct a rate case in the near future to allow for those issues to be fully examined by the Commission. Ultimately, staff and Atmos agreed that Atmos would be required to initiate a rate case no later than March 31st of 2025, and that agreement has been incorporated into the stipulation that's before the Commission today. This agreement also limits the amount that can be recovered through SIR for 2 SIR periods between now and the implementation of the rate case. This limit will cap the capital spending that can be recovered through the SIR for FY 2024 at the requested $93.4 million, and for FY 2025 at $110.8 million. In its June 30th SIR compliance tariff filing, Atmos presented a $52.4 million revenue requirement for FY 2024, the rates begin November 1st, 2023. Based on the stipulation, the staff agrees with the implementation of this revenue requirement, which is subject to the capital cost limit that I just spoke of, which results in an incremental revenue requirement of $10.968 million. The SIR rate impact for an average residential customer will be an increase of $2.89 per month when applied over a 12-month period. Coupling that with the $1.27 revised SRA monthly bill that we just discussed in the previous docket item, the total monthly rate impact to an average residential customer would be $4.16 when applied over a 12-month period. And to Commissioner Bailey's point, adjusted for the actual 11-month billing period, the total rate impact to customers of both SRA stable rate and system integrity is approximately $5.53 per month. The company and staff executed a joint stipulation on November the 30th, confirming the total revenue requirement, as well as additional terms, including but not limited to those I've mentioned in my remarks. Today, staff recommends that the Commission approve and adopt this joint stipulation.
Any questions?
This is Commissioner Bailey. Thank you for the feedback there. While, we certainly want all our natural gas utilities to be proactive in doing what is necessary and reasonable to maintain those safe, reliable systems, as well as comply with federal regulations and state safety obligations and expectations. The SIR certainly has been on an aggressive path as far as the revenues needed to or requested to meet the actions of Atmos going forward in maintaining its system. I'm glad through the stipulation there's a check on that, and that there will be a future review of the entire rate structure through the rate case, and I guess 2025 will begin then. And certainly want to make sure that those issues are memorialized in the orders that will be presented going forward.
Do I have a motion?
Yeah, I got one comment, and then I'll make the motion to approve it. I understand the concerns about accelerating the timeline, but I think we also, it's a very fair point, and I was here when we passed the system integrity rider and began the schedule related to it, and I want to applaud the company for the aggressive stance that they've taken on pipe replacement and safety. And I think that it's something that, we all are cognizant of the fact of costs, and I'm not in the least bit not saying that. But one natural gas disaster, and we'll all be wishing we had accelerated this thing even faster than what it has been. And so I make a motion, we approve it as presented.
Yeah. That's a good point, Commissioner. I appreciate that. I just want to make sure that, going forward that the accelerated costs are, I know they're necessary, but just want to make sure they're reasonable, and that it is accomplishing what intended through the SIR, not being, certainly not trying to be critical of the work, the program, the process. Just
I'm not. I didn't take it that way. I would just. When it comes to health and safety, I don't want to. This will be the last time I vote on any of this anyway. Any of us will, but I think it'll be. It's going to be a good record for us to have, and so I appreciate the comments. My motion's to approve.
Yep. Second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Nothing on the telecommunication agenda, nothing on water, sewer, and administrative agenda. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. If there's no other business before the commission, then we'll stand adjourned.
Thank you.